Welcome. Don't adjust your dial. Welcome everyone to the Lofi Poli Sci podcast. I'm your host, Michael Pickering. That's right. Lo-fi as in low fidelity, low quality, in your face, messy as can be global news show. Here we're going to talk about that famous question. What's going on in the world today? It's Thursday. Time for that lo-fi global news, fresh off that press. Coming at us from the world of Reuters. Jailed Kremlin critic Navalny's team abandoned formal street protest. Ally. That's right, bad news from the Navalny front. It appears that President Putin has largely gotten his wish. That new, organized, pro-Navalny protests simply aren't possible anymore due to the increasing police repression on protesters. However, the groups say this simply means they have to evolve. They have to change their tactics. If the old ways won't work, then they'll develop new ways to achieve their goals. Innovation. Now that holds the possibility for change. We'll be watching closely, Russia, to see what you got for President Putin. Next up, source, the Latin America section of the BBC. Brazil, Amazon, illegal miners fire on indigenous groups. In the Yanomami area of Brazil, there's around 20,000 illegal gold miners, exploiting the resources of the dwindling indigenous populations. And now we're getting reports that conflict is increasing once again. And in this specific case, the illegal miners are using the rivers and contaminating them, which of course has a huge negative effect on the indigenous people's lives. And what is President Bolsonaro doing about all of this? Oh, you guessed it, not much at all. We'll keep you updated, though, because this story's going to keep rolling. Now, moving forward, because we never move on from anything. Source, Al Jazeera's Middle East section. Iran's Ahmadinejad registers to run for president. Again. Oh, that's right. We know you've been missing presidential election news, so we're coming at you with the Iranian presidential elections, coming to all of us this June. And former two-time President Ahmadinejad is throwing his hat in the ring as well, because current President Rouhani has reached his two-term limit, meaning no matter what, we will see a new president of Iran this summer. Keep your eyes open, people. And our following story comes from Reuters World News. South Korean fishermen sue Japanese government over Fukushima water. Yonhap. And this is the latest update to a story we previously covered about the Japanese government's plan to begin dumping the nuclear water from the Fukushima nuclear plant into the ocean. And before that even happens, South Korean associations for people who fish, well, they've filed lawsuits in South Korean courts aimed at receiving compensation for the damages that the contaminated water will have on fishing in the area. We'll be very interested to see how this goes moving forward, especially since the dumping hasn't taken place yet, and considering this is a South Korean court, not an international court. And a last piece of news to send you on your way for the day, the Australia section of the BBC. WCMX, the backflipping wheelchair, star helping others. This is simply amazing. Watch this stuff right here, 2 minutes and 38 seconds. And a story of how a person in a wheelchair, in a skate park, well, I'm not going to give any more than that. I'll simply say, no matter our circumstances, our imaginations can lead us to do spectacular things. And that's a brief snapshot of what's going on in the world today. Always remember that Lofi Poli Sci is more than just me. It's the we that we be. Thanks for listening. Stay safe, wash those hands, and I'll see you in the next episode of the Lofi Poli Sci podcast. Pickering, signing off.